I've now done 3 marathons, with my best time being at the New York City Marathon. I went a 2:35:17, just 5:56 per mile pace. I did qualify for the 2028 U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials. I only run 4 days a week, even when I'm in peak marathon training. Hi, my name is Felicia Pasadyn, and I'm a professional distance runner. Today we're going to do a full body lift with dumbbells that you can do from anywhere, Tabata style. So Tabata, as defined, would be 20 seconds of work on and 10 seconds of rest for 4 minutes. And that can be any form of work. That can be strength training, it can be cross training. The goal of this workout is to say, if I'm a runner and I want to work my full body and I want to lift with weights, but I'm not sure what to do when I go to the gym, or I'm not sure what to do with these dumbbells I have at home, it structures the workout in a way that is doable because it gives sufficient rest, but it's challenging because we're overloading the muscle with weight. And it's structured in exercises that progress from legs to full body and then ends with arms and core, to make sure we're really hitting all the muscles necessary for a road race. You really just need a set of dumbbells, and that's what makes it so accessible. So my training approach is split into 3 main sectors. That's logging the miles, which is standard. That's running. Strength training, and the last one is cross training. I only run 4 days a week, even when I'm in peak marathon training. And I know that is shocking to some, but it's because my cross and strength training are such a big component of what I'm incorporating. To me, cross training, the definition of that would be something that's simulating the cardiovascular experience of running. So you're keeping your heart rate, for me, it's somewhere between like 80 and 150, and you're going for a long period of time. That's very steady state. There are no weights involved when I cross train. So examples of cross training are swimming, rowing, Stairmaster, cycling, arc trainer, elliptical, VersaClimber. 2 reasons I love cross training. Number 1, you can push yourself in a way that mimics running on your heart and lung system without the actual mechanical load. So that's a form of injury prevention. The second is it's a way to tack on extra training without adding miles. So for example, someone who does a 10-mile run on a given day and adds a 30-minute Stairmaster session is getting more out of their day than, say, someone who did 11 miles. And yet this person still did lower miles. Strength training is when I actually pick up weights and I'm progressively overloading my muscles to build certain body parts and become stronger for injury prevention purposes and also for speed. The reason why I believe strength training is so crucial to a runner's health is multifactorial. One obvious one is we know that bearing extra weight through strength training increases bone density. A second reason is a lot of injuries that runners complain about are due to a weakness of a certain muscle area. For instance, someone who has problems with their ankle might notice they're having calf weakness, or someone who has really tight hips might have weak glutes. And so once you find out what areas to target in the weight room, you can eventually work through an injury or prevent injuries. Another example I give is working quads and hamstrings for people who experience a chronic knee pain. In general, strength training for running is about delayed gratification. That's the name of the game. So you have to be okay knowing that the next day you might even be a little sore and possibly run a little slower from the day that you strength trained before. But in the long term, you will see not only the aesthetic differences, but you might be healthier, you'll be faster, you'll eventually see that increased bone density. So on the scale of months to years, you are really saving yourself and benefiting yourself as a runner. So I'm a big supporter of strength training in order for runners to improve their health and their times. So this particular workout is going to be 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest, that done 8 times through. You can do as many rounds as you'd like. So another component I love about Tabata is it keeps me on schedule and keeps my lifts very efficient. I find that for me, it keeps me on track and it allows me to challenge myself without spending too much time in the weight room. So that way I spend between 8 and 24 minutes in the weight room and then I'm good to go on my way, whether it be clinicals or to study, whatever it might be. Doing this workout one time is not going to give you the results, but incorporating this workout 2 to 5 times per week for several months, you will see a difference by month 3. And if you can give yourself one affirmation or mantra when you're trying to make a new fitness goal, it's consistency, consistency. So if you miss one day, that's okay, but just get back on the horse the next day and be consistent about what you want to do.